Yeah.
leftists, how many deranged leftists are really going to be that skilled with a sniper at that distance and be able to get away? A lot of just looking at the information in front of us, we still should keep waiting, but I think immediately believing the mainstream narrative and believing what they're supposed to.
Oh, no one should immediately believe the mainstream narrative. And almost, I mean, even further than that, like almost certainly the mainstream narrative won't end up being correct. There'll be more to this than meets the eye, and there'll be a lot that's kept secret by the government, and they'll probably, like with all these things, I've lived through not quite this before, but several big events like this, and it'll be it as time goes on, the government lies will become more and more clear, and the coherent theory will emerge of like, okay, what could this have been? What, like even if you think about like a lot of these things, like where, if you were talking about like the neoconservatives like lying us into the war in Iraq, or if you were talking about the USS Liberty, or you were talking about the Vietnam War, or if you were talking about like, like so many of these things, even JFK assassination, 9/11, all of these things, there's over time competing coherent theories start to emerge. And even those aren't necessarily proven, like every one of them, but like, okay, you start to put together like a case of like, okay, here's what could have plausibly happened. Here's where they're clearly lying to us. Here's what we now know from declassified files. Here's what we now know. I'm just saying that like in this case right now, we're working off like, if it was a skeleton, there's like two bones to the skeleton right now, and we're like trying to put this thing together, and we just really don't know much.